So this is the next step along the road that seemingly leads to the Championship for Chelsea. Although try telling Tottenham that their win against Watford at lunchtime has reduced the lead to the top four to 4 points. Now it's all about Chelsea holding their nerve here on the south coast against Bournemouth, a side that battled so hard for a point at Anfield on Wednesday night. It boils down to this for Chelsea: 8 games left and 18 points needed to make sure of the title.
And Bournemouth have gone in. Josh King's in really good form. Be interesting to see how Jack Wilshere plays against N'Golo Kante and Nemanja Matic. Big day for him and all concerned for Bournemouth.
On the south coast all day. Here's the first opportunity for Josh King, and a little touch from behind from N'Golo Kante. Here's Ryan Fraser, the one change made by Eddie Howe, and a missed kick by David Luiz, and the reflexes straight away from Thibaut Courtois.
Yeah, you see David Luiz, the sun's in his eyes. That's what he's saying. He took his eye off it because of the sun. Huge deflection, and what a save by Thibaut Courtois. He's not thinking about danger, but he is when he has to do that. It's a wonderful...
In the Premier League, Josh King, and he was in the right place at the right time at Anfield on Wednesday to get the all-important equaliser. Here's Victor Moses for Chelsea. Neat touch by the wing-back, and then he tees up Costa, who's on the turn. He's miskicked it, but it doesn't matter because he'll claim it. And that's 50 goals in the Premier League for Chelsea for Diego Costa.
I don't know whether he'll be getting this one. But again, the outlet ball is Victor Moses all day long. They're too narrow, Bournemouth, and they've been warned about 4 or 5 times. That is an easy ball for someone of the class of David Luiz. Victor Moses driving into the box again, picks out Costa, good touch. Whether he'll get that one or whether it was going wide, might have a better angle here.
I think he'll try his best to claim it, Steve, don't you?
Well, you can't, it's not a definitive angle. Let's give it to Diego anyway. If it's his 50th, it's his 50th. It's probably his ugliest of goals, but the league leaders are in front yet again. It's the main...
Wilshere. N'Golo Kante. Eden Hazard is onside. The flag stayed down. Hazard accelerates away, skips around the goalkeeper, and bags another one for Chelsea. 2 against Manchester City, and the form of Eden Hazard continues, and it's Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 2.
Yeah, well, I think Bournemouth have to change the way they play. They're not used to defending like this because they can't. And where Diego's might have been slightly fortunate, this was absolute class. Ball to Pedro to Kante, put that on a plate for Hazard. His first touch was exceptional. This body swerve where he just drags it around the goalkeeper was nothing but gorgeous. Thank you. 2-0 Chelsea. And this could be a lot more if Bournemouth don't change their philosophy in the makeup of how they're defending. Look at this, opens his body up, drags it round, leaves the goalie standing. What a beautiful goal.
Well, a player who found it so hard to score goals last season has been... Stephen Wilshere's been on the ball. Few poach it out here to Daniels. King's on his way in the middle. Benikafovi's in there as well! Well, he timed his run and hit it so well, and he can't believe it didn't go in.
And now it comes off Courtois as well and still doesn't go back in the net. Diego Costa shanks one, it goes off the post and goes in. Look at this one, off the post, it's Courtois, back across the goal the other way. Sometimes you look, Sim, and that was really nice by Bournemouth. Get the ball wide, into the box. As the ball up, brings other people into the game, gets involved.
Teed up there by Eden Hazard, and down went Artur Boruc. It was well struck by Pedro, clearly something they've worked on the training ground.
Yeah, he catches hold of it actually, Pedro, keeps it down, what he's seen already.
There's Victor Moses, and now Pedro, a little flick here to Eden Hazard. Chelsea looking to tee it up again. Oh. Victor Moses was in there.
It's too easy though, Flex, isn't it? They're the away side, Chelsea. They're just moving the ball really easy, nice flicks. No pressure on Hazard into the box. In the end, Moses pokes one wide with his head with a diving header. He's well marked. Talk about the quarterback role for David Luiz today.
Yeah. Fraser to Afobe, and then on to King, and now this might be promising here for Bournemouth. King's going to try and... try and finish! Absolutely thumped it! Took a little deflection on the way through, I'm sure, but Josh King won't mind about that. And it's the goal that Bournemouth needed to get them back in the game.
Yeah, they're back in the game. I think you're being kind. It was a big deflection off David Luiz. Good ball by Afobe. Chelsea complained about a foul early on. You see this deflection off David Luiz. Bang. It's a big one, wasn't it? Flies past Courtois, but they're back in the game. They'll say they deserve it looking at Chelsea's first goal, but that was a big deflection in the end. It's aiming one way, right off his leg, off his thigh. Flies back in. See Conte.
Bournemouth now operating down the other side with Charlie Daniels, on by Pugh to Afobe, and then back to Pugh. Now Fraser, there to be hit! Just wide.
Yeah, Bournemouth won a corner. And again, this was really nice quick play, good flick. And that just laid off. Does it take a deflection? You can't really see, actually. This might show you. But it was a lovely hit by Fraser, wasn't it? I don't think it took a deflection. Courtois was across. No, doesn't look like it at all.
Throw.
Oh, he does really well, Pedro, actually. 2 little steps, doesn't he? Does really well.
Here's Hazard. Steve Cook between him and the goalie. Has a go and whaps it right across goal. Diego Costa couldn't quite reach it. Difficult thing was keeping it in the first place for Eden Hazard.
I mean, again, he gets a little bit of luck. It bounces back up to him, he smashes it across, and Costa's throwing himself at it. In between Boric and everybody, in the end, flashes across the box.
Victor Moses was the target, but Charlie Daniels just had a little glance over his shoulder and knew that Moses was there. Now Diego Costa, Marcos Alonso, plenty in wide, waiting for the cross. Costa didn't get a touch on it. It was set up on a plate there for Diego Costa.
Yeah, Alonso didn't pick him out before, but he certainly picked him out then. And Diego just missed it. Well worked. See, Costa played it out to Alonso. One touch, whizzed in. Costa just misses it, goes through his legs, and it nearly bounces back.
And Marcos Alonso, the 2 likeliest strikers of this free kick for Chelsea.
2 defenders, eh? He's out the way now, David Luiz.
Yep. It's Alonso! It's perfect! Absolutely perfect! Artur Boruc just stood and watched it. There is the perfect example of how to take a free kick from Marcos Alonso.
Yeah, no wonder David Luiz ran away. Left footer stick, steps up. This is going over the wall into the corner, and it didn't even go right in the top corner. But the goalkeeper was absolutely stranded, wasn't he? Great position, great camera. I think it was a beaut, wasn't it? They hooked this post. Loads of curl, always bending away from the goalkeeper with that left foot. Look at the arc of the ball. Quite flat-footed Bournemouth. There must be a ploy for them. Not that they don't jump, because they were glued to the floor, weren't they? And that's what that manager thinks. Little bit of breathing space. Come on, his English is all right there.
Here's N'Golo Kante. Now Hazard. In towards Alonso. Oh. Pedro was screaming for him behind him.
He probably should have done better, to be honest. He didn't look as if he was stretching. Lovely ball by Hazard, picked him out. I thought he's been excellent again today. You see Alonso just float off the far post here. He's probably on offside, actually. And here's his goal. The wall do not move, do they? They have to jump.
Whatever you think about him, Steve, I mean, people's opinions are split, but I mean, he's a character, I'll give him that. Here's Victor Moses, might have to do it himself. Victor Moses, good save by Boric. Fantastic power generated by Victor Moses, and Boric not for the first time with an important save.
Yeah, it was a lovely body swerve by Victor Moses. He does Jack Wilshere a treat. Here's the Victor Moses one. Look at that step over. Does Jack Wilshere onto his left foot, opens the goal right up for him. And what a good save it was by the goalkeeper. Stands really, really firm. Victor Moses thought he scored.